Straight ahead on 12 News, a sunny start to summer. We'll show you a local church's mission to keep kids healthy. Plus, teachers brush up on life-saving skills to avoid a worst-case scenario. But first, welcome relief for the Brooklyn Center Little League.
It was just amazing to have people donate their time and their energy.
12 News starts right now. Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us. After weeks of trying to figure out how to clean up an expensive mess, the Brooklyn Center Little League is getting some much needed help.
On Sunday, several businesses offered their time and equipment to remove debris that was illegally dumped on Little League property. Sonia Goins has more.
Baseball is a team sport. On Sunday, the Brooklyn Center Little League got the lineup it needed to clean up a costly mess.
It was an $18,000 load off our shoulders to get this done.
A few weeks ago, someone illegally dumped concrete, dirt, and other items on the property. The price tag to clean it up, an estimated $18,000.
Pretty horrid to see this stuff, and I don't know who would do it or why.
Mike Caton works for Barton Sand and Gravel in Maple Grove.
I grew up, I used to play, me, my brother and sister all played on these baseball fields.
He asked his company if it could help remove the debris.
I told him I got a bobcat and that I can load the stuff up, but if we could dump it for free, that'd be great. And he says, appreciate what you're doing, and yeah, well, no problem, come in and dump it in here.
Bituminous Roadways also stepped up to the plate.
It was just amazing to have people donate their time and their energies, and the companies donating their equipment to help us get this done.
It was a big job. It took crews about 12 truckloads to get rid of the debris. As you can imagine, the cleanup efforts were a home run with Brooklyn Center Little League players.
I think it looks a lot nicer, and people can actually finally park there, so like we can have more games here instead of like going to Coon Rapids or something. You did a good job. Thank you for taking the mess away.
Now the league hopes to prevent the mess from happening again.
Brooklyn Center Police put this sign up. It has electronic sensors on it. They installed it in hopes of keeping anyone from dumping on the site. In Brooklyn Center, Sonia Goins, 12 News.
Brooklyn Center Little League still has to install a gate. League officials are meeting with the DNR and Hennepin County officials this week to talk about what's next.
A Brooklyn Center man has pleaded guilty to a murder that occurred at a 4th of July party last summer. Joseph Smith admitted to shooting and killing a man at a home in North Minneapolis. The criminal complaint says the victim, 28-year-old Cabri Young, was attempting to break up several fights and help a person who was knocked unconscious when he was shot in the chest. Smith will be sentenced next month. He faces more than 16 years in prison. A Good Samaritan's quick response helped rescue a 12-year-old boy from drowning. The boy was in distress at a swimming pool at the Point of America Apartments on Zane Avenue. A man who lived at the complex saw the boy and jumped in to save him. The boy was breathing on his own when first responders arrived.
Visit nearly any swimming pool and you'll find tools to help rescue a child from drowning. But emergency responders say not enough people know how to use them. Teaching the basics of how to use these tools was part of a workshop offered by Plymouth firefighters today. About 90 teachers from the Wayzata School District Summer Child Care Program participated in the workshop. The goal is to be ready should they ever encounter a worst-case scenario.
Drowning is silent and it's almost instant, and 50% of the children that do drown within 10 feet of their caregiver. So they need to understand that when they're at a pool with their children, they need to have their undivided attention focused on the child that's in the pool.
Firefighters urge parents to have their children take swimming lessons before they spend any significant time at the pool. For many kids, summer vacation means going hungry.
That's because when school ends, so does its free and reduced breakfast and lunch program. So for the 3rd year, a Brooklyn Center church is stepping in to fill the void. Cassie Bonstrom has more.
It's got to be so the kids can see, too.
Inside a small room at Brooklyn United Methodist Church,
carrot, broccoli, celery.
Volunteers are putting the finishing touches on their assembly line of lunch items.
I think we're ready.
It's the start of the SUNNY program, short for Serving Up Nutrition Now for Youth.
Here's some more.
Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday through August.
They know that we like to serve them.
Kids and adults can come through and pack 2 cold lunches. one to eat today and one to save for tomorrow.
It provides a nutritious meal for the kids during the summer.
Pat Swanson is in charge of the program, which runs entirely on donations from church members and the community. She says part of the appeal is the choice kids have. They can choose what they want and eat it when they want.
They see all this food out on the table and they look at it and they say, can I choose what I get? And so they're just so happy.
Hi there, I remember you.
Loveland Nelson stopped by to pick up lunches for her 4 grandsons. She's used the program before and says it's been a lifesaver for her growing family.
It helps my daughter immensely. She works all day long and I help her with the children.
And while Sunny's mission is to feed kids who aren't being fed at school, Swanson says their doors are open to anyone.
If a grandma comes in with her kids, or if a senior citizen is all alone and they want to take home a lunch, they're welcome to join us too. We don't turn anybody away.
In Brooklyn Center, I'm Cassie Bonstrom, 12 News.
And by the end of the summer, Swanson thinks they'll have served more than 8,000 lunches. A new development proposal is aimed at attracting new jobs to Plymouth. Minnetonka-based Opus Development Company is proposing a 96,000 square foot building in an industrial park area at the southwest corner of 25th Avenue and Niagara Lane. The state-of-the-art building proposal is designed to attract a medical device company. The Plymouth Planning Commission is recommending approval. The Plymouth City Council will review the plans Tuesday night.
There's a new incentive for cities and trash haulers to expand recycling to include organics. Right now, that's something most haulers in the Northwest Metro don't include in curbside recycling. The state legislature increased the amount of money to help fund recycling programs, with half of the increase devoted to recycling more organic waste, like leftover food. Hennepin County hopes to use the money for a pilot organics recycling program. Right now, about 1/3 of the trash currently thrown out is organic material. Coming up, a business roundup that includes everything from New Hope's new grocery store to a new online career tool.
Then later in sports, Armstrong is headed back to the state baseball tournament after winning the Section 6 title. We'll have the highlights.
But first, blast furnace heat kicks in Tuesday. Temperatures could reach 90.
Golden Valley-based Buffalo Wild Wings has some new competition in town. Dallas-based Wingstop has opened a restaurant in the Northwest Metro. Wingstop opened this past week at Shingle Creek Crossing in Brooklyn Center, where Buffalo Wild Wings uses a table service model. Wingstop has customers order and then pick up the food at a counter. Continuing on the business front, Golden Valley is named the top place to start a business in the state, and New Hope's new Hy-Vee grocery store is just several months shy of opening.
And those are just a few of the developments in this week's Business Matters Roundup. The facade of the much-anticipated Hy-Vee grocery store in New Hope is starting to take shape. Work on the 90,000 square foot facility began last year, and the project is on schedule for opening in late September, early October.
They'll employ over 400 people, so it'll be quite a large employer in New Hope, and that's a mix of full-time and then part-time workers as well.
The New Hope Hy-Vee is one of 2 stores the Iowa-based company is building simultaneously in the metro.
We've got a lot of construction and development taking place, and we've got some cool projects that are coming through the pipeline right now.
Community development specialist Aaron Chirpick says the bulk of the project will be complete by the end of July, but that doesn't mean an early opening.
So things will look open, but they'll be training employees for a few months actually. So you'll see a lot of employee vehicles, and it might appear as though it's ready to be open, but they've got to get all the bugs worked out.
Golden Valley is already home to Fortune 500 companies such as General Mills and Honeywell. Now a financial website is giving props to the city for its business environment. NerdWallet.com has named Golden Valley the #1 best place to start a business in Minnesota.
We're trying to do all the right things here to make sure that we are a great place to grow business, to locate a business.
While the NerdWallet rankings weigh heavily the average revenue of businesses in each community, Deb McMillan of the Twin West Chamber of Commerce says Golden Valley also has a very low unemployment rate.
We have well-educated people, great quality of life,
and all those wonderful things that make it really great to locate a business here.
And finally, attention job seekers and students. There's a new career tool from the state that gives you a snapshot of wages and job opening projections. Enter in your occupation choice, for example, application software developer, and you would find this high-demand field is expected to have more than 2,400 job openings in the next 10 years. They're jobs that pay between $35 and $55 an hour. And you can go to our website, 12.tv, for a link to the online career profile tool offered by Minnesota's Department of Employment and Economic Development. Still ahead, using golf to teach honesty and integrity.
But first in sports, highlights from a strong showing for local track and field athletes at the state meet. John Jacobson has that and more when we come back. John Jacobson with sports now. Track and field athletes from Northwest Metro doing pretty well at the state tournament.
They did pretty well last day of the state championship and of the season. Friday's day one of the state track and field meet featured state titles for Hopkins' Joe Klecker in the boys 3200 and Champlin Park's Allison Garrett's in the girls long jump. Day two, Saturday, brought more blue ribbons for local athletes. A sun-soaked Saturday for the Class AA championships. Boys 4x800 relay. Hopkins and Wayzata are running close until the Royal Seth Eliasson pulls away late. Hopkins sets a new school record, winning in 7 minutes, 53.75 seconds. Girls 100 meters. In white in the middle of your screen, Jada Caldwell of Chanhassen. Next to her in navy, Miata Flemister-Smith of Champlin Park. Caldwell wins in 11.86 seconds. Smith is the runner-up. Boys 100. In blue is Egan's Sam Zenner. Red, white, and blue next to him is Armstrong's Evan McClellan. Zenner wins in 10.55 seconds. McClellan is second. He was also runner-up in the 200. Joe Klecker of Hopkins, who nearly set a state meet record in the 3200 Friday, sets one in the 1600 meters Saturday, winning in 4 minutes, 6.54 seconds, breaking Benilde's Nick Schneider's record from 2001. Ruby Stauber of Wayzata set a new state meet record Saturday as well. She finishes the 800 meters in 2 minutes, 6.5 seconds, breaking a record that had stood since 1986. In the field event Saturday, this is Michaela Baker of Armstrong. She placed second in the long jump on Friday, and she won the triple jump Saturday. Her best leap, 37 feet, 11.5 inches. In the boys' long jump, a second place finish for Wayzata's Wesley Jackson. 22 feet, 1/4 inch, his best jump. Luke Russell of Tutino Grace placed third in that event. Finally, a great finish to the prep career of Park Center's Terrence Howard. He finished second in the discus a year ago, and Saturday he won the event in Class AA with a top throw of 176 feet, 5 inches. Here are the final Class AA team results. The Wayzata boys win their second team title in 4 seasons. Eden Prairie finishes second, with Hopkins third, and the other local scores from the other local schools there. Hopkins finishing third. Armstrong was 13th. Lakeville South, the Class AA girls team champions. St. Michael Albertville is second. Chanhassen is third. Wayzata, the top local finisher, coming in 7th place. In the Class A meet, state individual titles went to Morgan Richter of Breck in the girls 3200 and the Providence Academy 4x100 meter boys relay team. The state baseball tournament starts later this week. For a second straight season, Armstrong will play in the Class 3A tourney after they beat Wayzata for the Section 6 title. It was scoreless in the championship game until the 5th inning. Armstrong's Matt Bachmeyer beats out an infield hit to short to score Josh Thorpe for a 1-0 Falcons lead after they had already stranded 7 runners. Jack Wibben fouls with a deep drive to left over the outfielder's head. Bachmeyer scores easily on a triple for Falcons pitcher Wibben for a 2-0 lead. They tack on one more in the 5th and one in the 6th to lead 4-0. Wibben pitches well, but in the 6th, Michael Bolke lines a single to center to score Clayton Bodine. And Wayzata is on the board and looking to rally. Jake Marsh at the plate. He'll smash a long drive to the right center field gap. Another run scores as Marsh easily reaches third with a triple. Wayzata hopes to repeat their Game 1 rally. Lance Kildee comes on in relief for Armstrong in the 7th, and he ends the game. Suman Song's line shot right into Kildee's glove for the last out. Armstrong wins 4-2. They'll play Matamidi in the state quarterfinals Thursday. Providence Academy qualified for the state Class 2A tournament. Well, more on the Lions Tuesday starting at 4 on 12 News. The state boys and girls lacrosse tournaments get started Tuesday at Hopkins and Minnetonka high schools. In the girls tournament Tuesday at Hopkins, Champlin Park meets Blake in the first game at 1 o'clock, followed by Armstrong and Lakeville South at 3. Wayzata faces top-seeded Eden Prairie at 5, and then Prior Lake takes on Stillwater at 7 p.m. Maple Grove is the only local team in the boys tournament. The Crimson takes on White Bear Lake in the first game of the day at 1 o'clock. Then it's Blaine at Eden Prairie at 3. The final two games feature Blake against Lakeville North and then Matamidi against Bloomington Jefferson. The state golf tournament also tees off on Tuesday morning in all three classes.
All right, thanks a lot, John. Still ahead, a golf lesson in Plymouth that goes beyond the game.
What these students learn besides swinging, putting, and chipping. We'll be right back.
At the Eagle Lake Golf Course, kids are learning the basics of golf along with life lessons.
Can you chip with a driver? No. Why not?
Because it won't go high.
But could it go next to the hole?
Yeah.
So could you chip with it?
You could.
Boom. The answer is that there's no wrong club to chip with today.
Well, the lesson there is all about exploring your options. The program is called The First Tee. It's designed to help young people learn healthy habits and core values like integrity and honesty through golf. After all, golf is one of the few sports where you keep your own score and basically you are your own referee. Organizers say it goes beyond that.
How to respect others, how to respect the golf course, learning etiquette that you can use in life. You know, one of the things we do when we start out a class is teach the kids how to look somebody in the eye, shake their hand, you know, say their name loud.
And like most of us, there is celebration when someone makes a good shot. Watch what happens. There she goes. This weekend's event was also a lesson for more than 30 coaches from around the country who came to learn how to teach. And this summer, there are still openings for kids at the Eagle Lake course. You can find out more at eaglelakegolf.com. I don't think they teach that dance. It just comes natural.
Right, that's right. Looks like it was a good shot.
It was a good shot. That'll do it. That's it for now. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
We'll see you back here tomorrow at 4. Community Corner is coming up next.